Well, hello, my lovely dishers. It is time to dish with Dee. Thank you for clicking on this video and making yourself a priority. It is time for our meal prep. First, I'd like to thank Acekools for sponsoring this video. We have a giveaway here today. I will talk a little bit about that later, but we have an air fryer to demonstrate and to make a recipe with. We are going to be making, wait, watch your funnel cake in it. I know, a little bit excited. I've never made it before, and this air fryer is the perfect vehicle to do that in. We are going to make a savory French toast bake. I'm calling this Suzanne because Suzanne inspired it. So this is the Suzanne, and we're going to do an overnight oats. And if I have time, I'm going to make homemade oat milk. Yeah, because oat milk's really pointy if you buy it out in a container, but I'm trying to get it as low in point as I can. So I saw this recipe to make homemade oat milk. And guess what? We will use our other Acekool tool. How cool is that? So if you want to see all this fun stuff, then you better stay tuned. All right, time to make breakfast for tomorrow. I'm going to make a caramel banana overnight oats. So in my jar, I'm going to mash up a banana, which I've already done. To that, I'm going to add my oats. Now, I'm using quick oats. I've been enjoying quick oats, but quite honestly, I just need to use them up. So that's why I've been doing quick oats. But rolled oats, old-fashioned will work. So we'll do half a cup. This is a quarter, so we'll put 2 of these. All right. A teaspoon of chia seeds. Chia seeds are so good for you and so good in oatmeal that, you know. And I get mine at nutstock.com. We have organic chia seeds. So we have those. I'm going to put a little dash of cinnamon. You don't have to, but I love me a little bit of this Vietnamese cinnamon. About a quarter of a teaspoon. Smells good. And I always dash my oats with some salt. Because, you know, it needs it. In my opinion. Fairlife salted caramel Fairlife salted caramel protein. I'm not a huge fan, but since I bought it, I'm going to use it up. So we're going to put half a cup of that. And this could be a snack for tomorrow. And to help it along, yeah, salted caramel skinny syrup. Let's do a couple of teaspoons because it needs it. It's a shame, but yeah, I would not buy this. This is not going to be a repurchase. I love Fairlife, but there's not enough flavor in that. Sorry, Fairlife. I love you, but yeah, your protein drink. Let's get that fork out. I'm going to put some non-fat Greek yogurt. Yeah, a quarter to a third cup. Again, it's a 0-point food for me, so I don't really measure it. I just kind of give it a good judge. Okay, and then we mix. Mix, mix, mix. When it's a little bit thick, that's when we put our splash of cashew milk. Vanilla, unsweetened, just a 1/8 of a cup probably. All right. So there you have it. Caramel banana overnight oats. You got your fruit, you got your protein, got your grains. It's a complete breakfast brought to you by Dee. Enjoy. Now tomorrow I will definitely top it with my toppings, my tasty shakes, and crushed hemp, some pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, maybe some Lily's chips. You know, that's how we roll here. But there you have it. You can put nuts too if you wanted. Does it count for the points? But that's a lot of oatmeal. That's a lot of oatmeal. Can't wait to dig in tomorrow. It's the next morning. I am dressed for work. We have our overnight oats. And I like to put them in a bowl. You can eat them right out of the jar, but lately I've been enjoying being a little bit more civilized than putting them in a bowl. This oatmeal just grows and grows and grows. Okay. Now, if it's with the consistency that you want, You could actually make it thinner with adding a little bit more cashew milk. You're still within your points if you do. I like it thick, but I may just add a splash. You know, because why not? That's how I look at things. A little splash. Just a splash. That is no more than a tablespoon. But that will thin it out perfectly. All right, now I'm going to top it with a tablespoon of pumpkin seeds because a tablespoon is 0 points. So yeah, I take liberties with that. Teaspoon of the crushed hemp because that is 0 points. I don't know if that got any better. I never did really check with that one. But teaspoon I know was still 0. Now you could use the oatmeal Tasty Shakers vanilla bean or the Twix shakers. Twix. I'll go with Twix because, you know, this is caramel. I think caramel would go better with caramel. Now, a 1/4 teaspoon is 0 points. So I always say you just have to use what you can for 0 points. And you know me well enough, 13 relationships is 0, so you know, why not add that? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, lucky 13. So there you have it. I will show you the top product. There she is in all her glory. It's beautiful, and it is very, very filling and very satiating, and honestly, quite delicious. Let's taste. I mean, think about it. You have fresh fruit in here. You have yogurt in here. You have a protein drink in here. It's crazy how much flavor is going to be in this. Caramel banana perfection. Now, if you wanted it sweeter, you absolutely could add some monk fruit to it. I think it's perfect, but that's how I feel. If you think, oh, gee, this isn't sweet enough, because I think the skinny syrups add a little sweetness as well. Feel free to add a little bit of monk fruit or whatever sweetener you use. Then I wait till the next day, because taste it first, and then see if it's not sweet enough. You can say, oh, it's not sweet enough. What is that D thinking? But that's my breakfast this morning. I'm going to eat. All right, this is for my girl, Suzanne. This is a savory French toast. So I'm calling it the Suzanne. Hey, you know, I name things after people. So if you have a suggestion, I'll name something after you as well. So in my bowl, I have 2 slices of 647. I think this is the Aldi Fit and Active brand, but this is 647, honestly. I believe 2 slices is 2 points. So in there, if you can see, I have 1 slice of Canadian bacon chopped. You absolutely could add more of anything that I put in here. This is just what I'm putting. So if you want to put 2 slices, 3 slices, you want to put sausage, you do you, boo, is what I always say. But this is what I'm doing today. So 2 slices, I have my bread. To that, I have here, let me show you. I have some vegetables. I just have what I had around. I had asparagus, peppers, onions, mushrooms, and spinach. So I just sauteed. I don't know if I'm going to use them all. It's probably a nice cupful of vegetables here. Don't know. We'll see, because I don't want to make it too big, because then it just won't work. So we'll do this little by little. So my 2 slices of bread, I'm going to add 2 beaten eggs. That's a necessity. Roll that out. Now the yogurt, I don't know. I think it adds a little richness to it. So I like to add a few tablespoons. Maybe we'll do a tablespoon. We'll see. We always add more. Remember, I'm always a work in progress here. We'll do a tablespoon of yogurt. And I have about a 1/4 tablespoon. Oh my goodness, I apologize. Quarter cup. Did he get it right? It is a 1/4 cup of milk of your choice. I'm using unsweetened cashew. Okay. I'm going to put a dash of salt. I'm going to put some garlic powder because this is a savory French toast. So I don't mind garlic in my savory. Now, if you don't want to add it, don't add it. If you want onion powder, put onion powder. And I'm going to put some Dijon mustard because that's what I would like. But again, you don't have to put it in. I'm going to put about a teaspoon. And I'm going to add a little bit of baking powder. I don't know if I normally add the baking powder, but you know, I'm just going to thinking maybe it might make it a little airier. You know, it's not going to hurt it. Let's put it that way. And our vegetables. Okay, I'm going to see. Go to half of what I have here, and see how it looks. Okay. I'm going to throw some. I have some Mrs. Dash grinder. Just a vegetable blend. And some freshly ground black pepper. You put hot sauce in here. I mean, again, whatever you like. Whatever floats your boat. This is your French toast bake. Well, right now it's mine, so that's why I wanted the mustard. And I did cook the vegetables in olive oil spray and some garlic, because that's what I like. But if you don't want onions for breakfast, you don't have to. You don't have to have this for breakfast. This could be a lunch. It could be a nice light summer dinner, but it's for one. I mean, you could share it, but I don't know. It looks very colorful. If you could see that. It smells really good. So you want that bread to soak all of that. I do have the rest of the milk. Okay, the whole quarter cup of the milk. Because I wasn't sure how much I was going to need, but. And do I want to add more veg? You know, I think I'm going to go for it. Yep. This is why you love this channel, isn't it? She's just a little bit crazy here. That's the whole cup in there. This may overfill my loaf pan, but we will put some foil underneath it just in case. Now, I haven't put any cheese in yet. I'm going to save the cheese for the sprinkling on top. But again, you want to put a Laughing Cow cheese wedge in here. Why not? You want to put some any cheese that you have, Swiss, Parmesan, Roquefort, blue cheese, whatever floats your boat, you can put in there. I'm choosing to put mine on top. All right, let it sit for a few minutes while I get my pan prepared. All right, I have my new little loaf pan that I got at my yard sale today, and I sprayed it with some non-stick butter spray. We're going to see how much fits in here, because this might be too much. I could just bake it in this. Probably would work. But we want it into a loaf, because that's what's cute. How much can we get in here? I'm hoping we don't get much of a rise from it. I think it'll be all right. So I will put, like I said, some foil under it just in case it bubbles over. Okay. Press it down. Oh, it looks so good. You could top it with Parmesan cheese, whatever. Like I said, this is yours. But I'm going to use feta cheese. I have, I believe, 16 grams of this one is 1 point, so I have 1 point's worth of cheese. I'm just going to sprinkle on top. My oven is preheated to 375. I'm not sure how long she's going to bake. I'm going to say easily 25 minutes. But I will let you know when we come back. What do you think? All right, I'm going to put her in the oven. I just wanted to show you a top view. I don't think it's going to overflow, but I'll put the foil under just for precautions. It smells really good, though. It's almost like a savory French toast meets strata. Tomatoes would be good in here. Like I said, any vegetable you have around, throw it in here. Be your own chef. All right, just took her out of the oven. She baked for 30 minutes. There goes the alarm. And I'm going to let her cool for a few minutes, and we're going to see if we can get her out of the mold. You never know. I might just have to eat it in there. No, nothing ventured, nothing lost, but it looks really good. Look at that cheese. Look at that. You can see the peppers, Canadian bacon, spinach. So, like I said, a nice dinner with a nice side salad. Breakfast with a nice side fruit. Or lunch with just another side salad. Low in point and quite tasty, I would venture to say. But we will taste it and we will let you know. Or I will let you know. There she is. I got her out. No problem. Didn't stick at all. Look at the size of her. I mean, this is she is everything. A little cool a little bit because she's steaming hot. Look at that beautiful crust. Look at that. That's money right there. Vegetables, eggs, bread. It is definitely a well-balanced frittata, strata, savory French toast, whatever you want to call it. It is absolutely delicious. The Suzanne was a success. All right, let's taste the frittata, strata, French toast savory, the Suzanne. Let's taste the Suzanne, shall we? I don't know if the baking powder made it nice and heavy. I mean, height, but it's delicious. Oh. I mean, look at that. Look at the peppers and the spinach and the asparagus. You just know it's going to be good. You know, how can it not? You can put ketchup or hot sauce on this. I think I'd do hot sauce. This is amazing. Absolutely delicious. Now here comes to a fun part of the video that I so enjoy. When a brand reaches out to you and wants to partner with you, not only once, but twice, I'm extremely thrilled to work with Acekool again. If you remember a few weeks back, and I will link that video in the cards for you, they sent me a 5-in-1 hand blender, and we did a little demonstration, and they gave you guys a discount. That little thing exceeded my expectations beyond measure. So when they reached out to me again and said, hey, can we send you an air fryer? First, I'm like, I have an air fryer. I do. I have a oven air fryer. My big oven that I do all my cooking in has a convection setting, which is an air fryer setting. But I thought when I read about it, it was a 2-quart air fryer. Wow, that kind of sparked my interest. 2-quart air fryer, that means it's small. Good for 1, possibly 2. Now, sometimes for lunch, I want to make things in the air fryer, but do I want to turn my oven on a hot summer day? I don't. You know, and I have the toaster oven, but it doesn't air fry quite as nice as an air fryer does. So I was like, absolutely. Well, they even sweetened the deal. They said, hey, we're going to give your followers $15 off. Yes, please. It's not a coupon code. If you go on the link, which is direct to Amazon, there's a little box that says, you know, you want an additional $15 off. Who doesn't want $15 off? So instead of being $55, $55.99, it winds up being $15 off of that. And if you have Amazon Prime, it's a no-brainer. So let's open it and then we'll talk a little bit about it. As I dropped everything, because, you know, let's get fire up. There we go. I didn't even get out of the box yet. So I wanted to get first impressions with you. So here she is. Like I said, it's not very big. That is what sold me on it, because I don't have room for a big air fryer, especially when you already have an air fryer. But when you want to make something a little something, you want something small. Look at that. She's not going to take up much room at all. Has digital settings and it has her little thingy. Everything's taped up. But we might be able to get the tape off. You want to see the inside. Another thing, what I loved about this was the inside. My old air fryer had a mesh at the bottom. Now, I don't know about you, but that was a pain. Absolutely, it was hard to clean. I tried using stuff, but it just didn't. This one, it's just, there's a trivet that's, I think I might have left that in the house. That was on top. There's a trivet fry pot that goes on there. That's not mesh. Yep, I mean, yeah, cleanup is going to be absolutely a breeze. Let me peel this off. We're going to demonstrate her tonight, and we'll get all involved in everything else. But look at that. This looks like rose gold to me. How sexy is that? So Acekools, you are cool. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, let's see what I know about her. Everything dropped. Okay. We know she's a 2.2 quart air fryer, 8 presets, LCD touch screen, non-stick fry pot. That's all I need to know. They're also going to give one to one of you lovelies. Yes, they are. How cool is Acekool? Yep. Will be a link to the Amazon to purchase. There'll also be a link to enter yourself on the Acekool website. It's just for Dish with D followers, so you'll see it, Dish with D giveaway. We're going to give this away for some lucky lady or gentleman for Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, Dish with D crew. You might win an air fryer. Also, if you'd rather win the 5-in-1 hand blender, that's totally up to you. They leave that choice up to you. Again, Acekool is so cool. I know, I agree. So I will have the link to purchase below, and I will also have the link to enter. Now on the link to enter, when you go to the page, it'll say you must be following my channel and their channel on YouTube. That's all you have to do, and then fill out the thing with your name and email. They will not sell your email address. At least not that I know of, but yeah, most times you might get Acekool information. I don't ever mind getting information from products that I love. So what it comes with is your cute little instruction book. Now, if you're like me, you probably don't read it. I don't. But since this is going to be a video, I will read it before we start and give us all the product information. For your first use things you gotta know, you gotta wash it. So here's what it all comes with. There's that little thing. I left that in the house, but that goes inside there. That is your fry plate. Again, it's not mesh. That was another thing. I'm like, oh my God, there's no mesh. I was super duper excited about that. So absolutely, there's some instructions. And of course, there's troubleshooting and all that fun stuff, because you just never know. And thing you should do before you use. Yeah, we should read that together, shouldn't we? And, which I thought was another thing like Acekool is super cool, was an air fryer cookbook. I love getting these. And some places will just give 1 or 2 recipes, but this is chock full. There has to be. Let's count them. There's 1 here. It starts with 1. 15 recipes to make in the air fryer included. So I love that. I love that they're giving you ideas. We're going to make funnel cake, the Weight Watchers funnel cake. So we're going to make that in this today. So if you're excited, then you got to stay tuned for the rest of this video, because we got some funnel cake to make. What do you say? So let's first thank Acekool for sponsoring this and sponsoring this lovely giveaway. I am deeply touched that you want to work with me again. I am thrilled. I loved the 5-in-1 hand blender. I am absolutely sure I'm probably going to love this as well. It is going to be such good use because, like I said, a lot of my subscribers look for recipes for 1, maybe 2 at most. So this is the perfect size. That's another, I thought I jumped on it. Like, that's the perfect size. I didn't want another 6-8 quart air fryer. I just don't have the room for it, and I don't need that big of an air fryer. But 2 quarts, sign me up. So thank you, Acekool, for sponsoring this and for sharing the love with me and one of my lovely peeps. So let's get to making that funnel cake, shall we? All right, let's try our air fryer. I made some 2-ingredient dough. Now this recipe is in the WW cookbook. I will have it linked down below to the WW app. And if you don't have the WW app, I will post it in my website. It's just 2-ingredient dough with a little bit of vanilla and some cinnamon. That's really all it is. But what you do is I already made a batch of 2-ingredient dough, and you cut it into 4 equal pieces. And then that 4th that you have, which is I think 3 points, is you roll that into 6 little dough strings. It was precarious. And then you make a little pile of dough. I'll show you, and then we're going to put it in our air fryer. It is preheating right now, and we will show you what it's going to look like before. Place it in our air fryer together, and we will cook it for, I think it's 5 minutes, but let's turn it around and show you. This is our pile of 2-ingredient dough. So we are going to wait for our air fryer to heat up, and I will show you the front of and some of the features of the air fryer when we put it in. All right, here's our air fryer. Here are our 8 presets. This one is for French fries and so on. I think this is like cake. There's one for like meats, and there's one for chicken. So you have presets. You also can pick your time and temperature. When you hit the manual, you pick your presets. You're on and off. You're higher, you're lower. So that is it. It is, as we speak, it is heating up, getting ready for our funnel cake to go in. I hope this funnel cake's good. All right, I placed my funnel cake strands in my air fryer. It's not hard, but it's not easy either. It takes delicate technique. So we'll take this and we'll put it in our air fryer. There it goes. All right, she's going to cook for 5 minutes. All right, let's check her. What? Look at that beauty. Let me get a spatula and put it on our plate. We have to dust it with some powdered sugar. Of course, I don't have any powdered sugar. We'll use powdered monk fruit, which, honestly, will work. Grab spatula. All right, I dusted with a little bit of powdered monk fruit. I don't know about you, but that looks pretty gosh darn good to me. Let's give her a taste. All right, while we put the next one in, let's taste this one. You know, it's pretty good. Is it funnel cake? Not really. But is it good? Yes. That's all that counts. Is it taste good? It's not going to be funnel cake, nor should it be. But does it hit the note of funnel cake? Absolutely. All right, here was the little plate that I was mentioning in the introduction video. Look at that. Look, first of all, I just finished my funnel cake, and look how easily this cleaned up. That to me is, first of all, the best part of this thing. Let me just show you again, because I didn't think I explained it well. Stacking. And, oops. All right, there are presets. I have the book. It is for chips, ribs, shrimp, cake, drumsticks, chicken, fish, and pizza. They're all your presets. You would just hit the M, and then you'd pick which one. You go to the next M, it would be that. And then it times it for you. Or you can do the manual and pick your time and your temperature. And then you just hit start. So honestly, it is simple and easy to make, use, and it is absolutely small and takes up hardly any space. This is my hand. So you see how nice and compact it is. Perfect for one, even two. Look at that. And to me, the best feature is that plate and how easy it is to clean up. My last one had a mesh and it was ridiculously hard. So that is my Acekool's little 2-quart air fryer demonstration. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, thank you to Acekool's for sending me this super duper little but mighty air fryer. So again, if you want to win one or want to win the 5-in-1 hand blender, links are down below. Thank you so much again for trusting me with your product. It was phenomenal. Again, perfect size for what I'm looking for and maybe what you're looking for too. What's coming up next? We're going to see. Let's make some homemade oat milk. We'll need a dash of salt, half a cup of rolled old-fashioned oats. I'm using the syrup and honey alternative, but it actually calls for maple syrup. Honestly, I didn't like the way it tasted, so I'm going to go with this, and actually it won't cost me any points. Vanilla extract and 3 cups of water, and we're going to use the Acekool's 5-in-1 hand blender. It's an Acekool's kind of video today. We're everything in the water, and we're going to blend it up. All right, we've got 3 cups of water. We're going to put our vanilla. We're going to put our, well, you put maple. I'm using this, but absolutely you could use whatever. Just do a teaspoon. Our dash of salt. And our half a cup of old-fashioned oats. And we're just going to blend it with the hand blender. I'm hoping it doesn't make a mess because we're at the tippy top. I need both hands. We blended it with our immersion blender. I did the push, you know, pushed up, like pulse. That's what I'm looking for. I pulsed it. And now we're going to put it in our jar, put it through a mesh sieve, and get out all the pulp. Slowly. Smells like oat milk. It's not to push anything through because you don't want any of the pulp. You want it to be just milk. Okay, that seemed easy enough, actually. All right, so there we have our hope. Let's taste it. Now I'm looking for this in a latte. Oat milk is very high in points. Most places it's about 5 to 6 points a cup. But this way, based on my calculations and what the ingredients that I used, I believe it's like a point a cup. I believe. It smells really good. I need a little cup. Oh, this will work. And I really want just for my matcha lattes. Smells like oats. Smell the vanilla. I smell the maple. This is a success. I have made my own oat milk for my lattes for 1 point a cup. Recipe will be on my website, and I will also mention a little bit more in detail about the ingredients. Like I said, you could absolutely use maple syrup if you have it, and that's what you choose to use, absolutely. But I went with the alternative because I had it, and honestly, I think it really works well. So this is a win, and it was a little bit messy, but when you use the immersion blender, because it was that full, keep it down. I don't know if you saw the splash, don't know, but keep it down when you blend and just pulse. And then I would put it down, keep it down, pulse, up, turn it off, put it down, pulse, put it up, take it off, shut it off, pulse. So I think this is quite the coup for me because I like oat milk in my lattes. And this is a win-win for moi. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, join us here on Dish with D for fun food, fun, and fun support. We're the fun channel, so hit that subscribe button and join this team. Thank you again to Acekool for sponsoring this video and sponsoring a giveaway. All the information for the giveaway is listed down below. There is a link for the air fryer directly to Amazon. It gets you, if you go right through the link, there is a $15 on Amazon off. You just check off, it gets you $15 off. That's super cool. And if you have Prime, I would assume it ships for free. So you have to use the link below so they know you came from Dish with D. And the link to Acekool's giveaway is right below it. It'll take you to their website, to the giveaway link. You just have to fill out the information, follow my channel, follow Acekool, and you're entered in the giveaway. The giveaway will be picked on Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to the mothers out there. You might win a little mini air fryer, or you can pick the 5-in-1 hand blender. The choice is up to you. Acekool's is super cool to let you choose. So thank you so much again to Acekool's. Thank you for watching, and we will dish another day, my lovelies.